Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all doing very well. I will apologise if you guys can hear like any lawnmowers, any dogs or anything sort of going off in the background as I'm filming this. It is currently very hot today, and as we know, I don't do very well in heat, so I have had to open every single window in the house to try and get a bit of a breeze going. So I am currently sat with the window open, hence why you might be able to hear like all the background noise that is going on, but I will obviously try my best to sort of edit that out so it's not as loud. But yeah, obviously welcome back to my channel. First off, I just want to say like thank you to everybody who watched my charity shop haul video and showed like so much support from that. Also thank you to anybody that has subscribed and who is new to my channel. Just wanted to say thank you. So for today's video, I thought that seeing as like obviously you guys really like my haul videos, I would sit down and film a Vinted haul for you guys. So in terms of that, I'm just going to sit down and show you guys everything that I have brought from Vinted. Now there isn't many items to sort of show you guys because basically Vinted is one of them. It's kind of like eBay, but I do frequently go on Vinted and look for like bargains, look for deals, different things like that, and I have come away with quite a few good bargains from there, but obviously I have to restrict myself every month from spending all of my money on Vinted, because if I could I would, and it's a seriously dangerous place to be, especially when you see so many things that you like, so many things that you want. Yeah, it just gets a little messy. But nonetheless, I absolutely love having a browse on Vinted. I absolutely love purchasing things. All of the people that I have brought items from have been so lovely, and yeah, their items that they have been selling have arrived in immaculate condition, been exactly like they have described the item. So yeah, it's just been, I haven't had any like downfalls with Vinted. I know that some people have had like a few issues with it, but so far I have not had any issues, and I have been really lucky in terms of the items I've received and what I've paid for. So yeah, I just thought I would make a video showing you guys what I've got from Vinted. So obviously that is going to be today's video. Now, I will film another video after I've filmed this, because my other video that I wanted to film with you guys is going to be another charity shop haul. Now, I know that you guys seem to have really liked that charity shop haul video that I posted. I think it was last week. So I am going to aim to upload another one. So if my next video that goes up after this video, if I am sat there wearing the same t-shirt, just to let you know, I filmed it the same day that I'm filming this video, so I haven't worn my clothes for like 5 days in a row or whatever. But yeah, so that is going to be my next video to film after this one. So yeah, on that note, I think that I am just going to get into it and show you guys everything that I got from Vinted. So as always, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down, and obviously comment down below if you guys have purchased anything from Vinted, if you guys have had a good or bad experience with Vinted, and yeah, just what are your overall thoughts on buying from Vinted? Do you prefer it over eBay, or are you torn between the two? So on that note, I'm gonna get straight into it. First things first, you'll probably see a bit of a trend going on with the things that I buy from Vinted. Now, all of these things I have absolutely loved. When they arrived, they were exactly how they were described, exactly how they looked on photos. And yeah, these are just things that I don't necessarily need, but because I always see it as well, when you kind of work like your butt off throughout the month, like at the end of every month you have to treat yourself to something, you have to buy yourself something, and so these are just kind of like little impulse buys. However, the way that I see it is, because most of the stuff that I brought from Vinted is branded stuff. Now, if you're anything like me and you hate spending like £200-300, £100 on like designer items, which, don't get me wrong, I don't enjoy like paying full price for anything designer, hence why I will always go to places like TK Maxx, Vinted, eBay to see if I can, you know, obviously grab a bargain, because I would rather much grab a bargain first than paying full price when I could pay sort of cheaper. Now I know that there are some people out there who would much rather buy everything brand new, and that is absolutely fine, but for me personally, because obviously I have a house, you know, I'm just on your standard minimum wage, yeah, I don't, you know, most of my money obviously goes on the house, food shopping, cleaning products, just general bits and bobs that I'm pretty sure most of you can relate to every month, and then obviously I will leave a bit for myself, and then obviously I will do like a charity shop haul, or, you know, Vinted or eBay, or buy myself something from TK Maxx. So yeah, that's just my thoughts and opinions on, you know, like designer brands and things like that. So you'll probably see a bit of a trend going on throughout this video on one particular designer brand, which I absolutely love, and I think I have spoken about it before. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys. So the first thing that I picked up from Vinted was this gorgeous like Michael Kors bag. So it comes with the Michael Kors strap attached to the bag. Now this bag is just gorgeous. So as you can see, you might not even be able to see, but it has like the Michael Kors embroidered into the gold there. So this is like a 3-compartment storage inside. So it's got like a zip and then just 2 compartments. This bag is really handy for like everyday use. So like if I am just popping to the shops and I just want to throw like my little coin purse or something in there, this is really, really useful. And it's one of those bags that I've never really been like a bag lover. So usually in the past, like when I would go out, I wouldn't really take a bag with me, because I don't know, I've just always hated carrying bags. I don't know what it is, I can't stand it. But as I've gotten older, I'm always like, yeah, I can't leave the house without my bag. And this bag is just gorgeous. I mean, I have some bags similar to this, which I've just brought from like River Island and things like that, which are also nice bags for if I'm going out for a meal or something like that, to just pair with my outfit. So I think that I paid, I really want to say, I think it was £60 for this bag. And the minute I saw it, I absolutely fell in love with it. And the girl who I brought it off, she was so lovely, bless her. She actually sent me some bath bombs, and I think it was a little crystal bracelet that she'd handmade, because most of the people that I come across on Vinted have sort of like their own small businesses and things like that. So she actually sent me 2 bath bombs, which weren't handmade, and a little bracelet which she had handmade herself along with the bag. And yeah, she was just a lovely seller. Her communication throughout was amazing. Yeah, and it came with the dust bag, the original bag that it came with. Everything was in the bag. And yeah, she was obviously more than happy to send me more pictures if I wanted to look at the item in a bit more detail. And yeah, so I was very, very happy with this purchase. Now, I'm not entirely sure on how much like the RRP is of this bag, but I'm guessing for a standard bag like this from Michael Kors, you're probably over the £100 mark, maybe even reaching £200. So yeah, that was a gorgeous purchase from Vinted, so very happy with that one. Now, the next thing that I brought from Vinted, so this was one of the first ever things that I brought from Vinted, and I was sort of new to Vinted, and I was like, right, what can I buy from Vinted that I'm gonna A, use, B, actually like, and C, not spending like too much money on, just in case like I don't like the website, or in case like I get scammed or anything like that, because I was very conscious about that the first time I started using Vinted. So this was actually one of the first products that I actually brought from Vinted. So these are some Michael Kors sunglasses. I don't even know if that's focusing. So they just come in this gorgeous little like white glasses case. Nearly threw out at me then, and she drops it on the floor. So I tell you what, the past few days I've had like such immense like butterfingers. So they just look like this, and they are just so gorgeous, and on the side they just have Michael Kors embroidered into them. I don't even know if you can see that, probably not. There we go. So yeah, it just has Michael Kors embroidered into it, and they're just sort of like this leopard print sort of texture, and yeah, I absolutely fell in love with these the minute that I saw them, and I paid £20 for these, which I thought was just an incredible, absolute amazing bargain, because as you will probably know, most of Michael Kors things are not cheap. They're on the expensive side of things, so I thought that was a bargain. So they obviously came with the cleaning cloth and the authenticity card, which I thought was incredible. So yeah, I absolutely love them. Use them obviously when it's sunny, and yeah, I just thought they were an amazing purchase. So yeah, next thing that I brought from Vinted is, you're gonna be shocked at this one, another bag. So this is another Michael Kors bag. So it's just a white standard little bag. She's got a white strap to it as well, and then it's just sort of got this like gold metal detailing on it. Obviously, as you can see, it is like showing signs of wear and tear, just on like this bit, but other than that, it's a gorgeous little bag. It's in great condition, to be honest, and I just wanted this. So I've just been after a little bag for my wedding day, so just something that I can just sling like my phone and little bits and bobs into like that, and just basically just put it on a table, because obviously I won't be walking down the aisle wearing a handbag, but I just needed something to just throw my stuff in and that I can probably reuse again in the future. So if I'm just going out for the day, you can also take the strap off as well, so you can sort of just use it as like a little clutch bag. And yeah, and I just think it's a lovely bag, and yeah, I'm very happy with it. Obviously I know that most people would probably be put off by obviously the little scratch marks that are on it, but honestly for me, once I find with bags like this, once you've got stuff in there, it's really like, you can't really tell that much unless you are up like close and personal to it. So yeah, it doesn't really bother me that much, but I know that some people would prefer it to obviously be like brand new. Obviously with Vinted, everything that you get sometimes is not always going to be brand new, even though the buyer says that it is brand new or that it looks brand new. Obviously if you're not happy with an item, just make sure that your seller accepts return so that you can return it if you're not happy. But yeah, I was really happy with this one, and I think I paid £65 for this one, which yeah, is a little bit on the expensive side considering obviously the scratch marks and little bits and bobs like that, but I have not been able to find a bag like this anywhere else, and the minute that I saw this bag, I just absolutely fell in love. Now I am pretty 100% sure that this is definitely Michael Kors. However, I can't find it on the Michael Kors website, but every time like I put the code in, it comes up with Michael Kors. So yeah, that's another thing to also look out for when you're shopping on Vinted or anywhere like that. Just always ask for like inside label pictures, different bits and bobs like that, just to make sure that you are buying like the proper thing and not like a fake, because some fakes look almost identical to the real thing. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm happy with it. So yeah, that's another great purchase from Vinted. Okay, so I did also purchase a little Michael Kors, it's only like a little small pink like coin purse. However, I can't find it anywhere for the life of me. I know I've got it somewhere, but I just can't remember where I've put it. So I will insert a picture somewhere on the screen for you guys, just to show you obviously a photo of it. But when I brought this, again, I also brought that roughly the same time that I brought the sunglasses, and I think I paid £10 for those. Now when I brought the little coin purse, the lady who I brought them off, she was so lovely. So my package was actually delayed by, I think it's about 7 days, because of like the courier and different things like that. But she kept me up to date like every single day, with like tracking information, what was going on with my parcel. And at that point, like when it was like, oh, your parcel's going to be delayed, I thought, oh no, I have definitely been scammed here. But I hadn't. She was such a lovely lady, and yeah, she kept me updated the whole way throughout. So obviously I will insert a picture of that coin purse somewhere, and I know that I have got it somewhere because I used it the other day, but I don't know where I've put it. But it is about somewhere, so I'll just insert a picture for you guys. So the next thing that I brought off of Vinted. Now I know that you guys like have seen me like without any makeup on in pretty much every single one of my videos. For me, that is purely just because I like to give my skin a breather. I used to wear makeup all the time when I was younger, but now like I've gotten older, I don't know, I'm just not that into it anymore. It's not that I'm not into makeup, it's just that some days, because I don't really go out anywhere apart from if I go to do the food shopping, I spend most of my week at work, and yeah, there is no point in me putting a full face of makeup on to go and do a full day of work, especially in the heat, because I know that I will feel very agitated. When I'm at work as well, my face also sweats a lot, so I would just rather not have any sort of makeup on my face whatsoever, because I know that I would get very frustrated with it. So I just feel more comfortable to not wear makeup. The only makeup that I wear is just mascara, and I will obviously just put a bit of brow wax through my eyebrows. I don't fill my eyebrows in because I attempted it once, and I'm going to be completely honest, I looked hideous. But yeah, nonetheless. But the only time that I will wear makeup occasionally is obviously when I go out for a nice meal, if we've got an event to go to, just general things like that. Or if it's like a nice evening and we're going out for a barbecue or something like that, that is probably the only time that I will put makeup on. So another thing that I brought from Vinted is the Soph Revolution palette. So this is the eyeshadow palette. So this is the Extra Spice palette. So I absolutely fell in love with this palette, and I've used it a few times. So I think I used some of the shades in here when it was my graduation, which was last November. Oh wow, it's nearly a year since my graduation. That's scary. But yeah, that was the first time that I used this palette, and the shades in here are so lovely. They are so pigmented, and I absolutely love watching Soph's videos. I have followed her YouTube for quite a while now, and I just love her content. So obviously I had to bagged myself one of these eyeshadow palettes. So this is sort of like what the shades look like in this palette, and as you can see, there's me filming. Hello. But yeah, so these shades are just gorgeous. I just love everything about these eyeshadow shades, and yeah, they are just perfect. So I obviously had to purchase that, and I think I paid £5 for that palette, or was it? Yeah, I think it was £5 I paid for this palette, and it's incredible. I absolutely love it. And I know that they still do these in some stores, that you can obviously grab your hands on these, and I think that they're only about £8. They're not that much, and honestly, if you are into makeup or anything like that, I would highly recommend this eyeshadow palette. It is incredible. The colours are fabulous and they don't crease and they just look so lovely. So that was another good Vinted buy. The next thing that I brought from Vinted, so I actually brought these the other day, and I saw these and I was like, I love them. So these are just some Michael Kors, just standard like white pumps, and I just think that these are gorgeous. So they've just got this like sort of tan embroidery on, with the MK logo on. The bottom of the shoes, obviously as you can tell, the person that I brought these off has worn them, but honestly on the inside you would not even be able to tell. These shoes are in immaculate condition, and I paid £13 for these, and yeah, I just think that they are such lovely shoes. So they're just obviously just your white standard, and they're just like little flat pumps. Yeah, and I just think that they're incredible. I'm not actually sure how much these would have been from Michael Kors, but again, looking at the shoes, you can pretty much estimate that, you know, I'd probably say that these are over £100 again. They're not cheap, obviously, but yeah, considering obviously the lady who I brought these off had originally worn these, she has kept these in such great condition, and yeah, I just fell in love with these again the minute that I saw them. Didn't really need them because I have way too many shoes, but you know, we move, gotta treat yourself. So yeah, they are another thing that I brought from Vinted. Then the next thing I got from Vinted, again, this was another one of my first ever purchases from Vinted, and surprise surprise, it's another bag. So this is a Michael Kors like pink bag. I think this is a tote bag. Now I've gone and got a stain on it, and yeah, I just thought that this bag was so lovely. So it's just got like Michael Kors embroidered onto it there, and it just has like a little padlock detailing on it. It comes with these gorgeous like straps that are just like see-through, and then in gold they have the Michael Kors embroidered onto them. And yeah, I've used this bag a few times, and not gonna lie, it is a great bag and I absolutely love it. And yeah, I think from this haul you can probably kind of tell that I love anything that's Michael Kors. But yeah, I fell in love with this, and I think I paid £20 for this bag, so I thought again that was a really good bargain, because we all know, probably looking at some of the prices of Michael Kors handbags, that they are not cheap. So I was very happy with this purchase. So yeah, thank you. So you guys will probably all be glad to know that these are the last two items from my Vinted haul, and then I also have something very excited to show you guys, which is actually linked into something that I have brought from Vinted. So I picked these up from Vinted. So these are some Jimmy Choo slides, and when I first saw these, I did actually really like them, but then like it was like winter time when I brought them, so I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to wear them in the summer. I absolutely really love these. And then I remember trying them on and I was like, because obviously when I brought them, I tried them on to see if I liked them, and I absolutely really did like them. But now I'm not 100% sure on them. So obviously these are sort of what they look like, so they're just plain black, and they obviously just have the embroidery across the front here on them. And yeah, so these are a size 5, and I did really like them when I brought them. However, now I'm not so much a fan of them. I don't know, there's just something about them that I'm not quite vibing with anymore. So I am actually selling these. These are actually listed on my Vinted and my eBay. So yeah, but they were a good buy at the time. And yeah, I don't know, they're just not really for me anymore. But I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who would absolutely love a pair of these. And when I brought these, I think I paid £45 for these. Now, any standard like Jimmy Choo like flip-flops or slides, you're probably talking nearly £300 for Jimmy Choo sliders or Jimmy Choo sandals. But yeah, obviously at the time that I brought them, I did actually really like them and I love them. I'm just kind of hoping that in some way before they sell that I can probably maybe change my mind on them, but I highly doubt it. They have actually been listed for quite a while. They've had a few interests, but so far nobody has actually purchased these. But yeah, they are lovely. But yeah, such a shame really, because I did actually really like them. But yeah, it just goes to show that sometimes when you see something, you might actually really love it, and then a few months down the line completely change your mind on something. But that is more than okay. They were a great buy. I don't regret buying them. But yeah, so that's another thing that I got from Vinted. And then the final thing that I got from Vinted, which has probably got to be one of my favourite things. So I'm pretty sure most of you will know what I'm talking about when I say the Zara jacket. So I purchased this jacket, so it is just in this like, I don't know if to call it like a charcoal grey or anything like that. I'm not 100% sure. But this is just like the oversized cropped like leather jacket. It's more in like a khaki colour, and I fell in love with this jacket again the minute that I saw it. It just comes with this gorgeous like belt, which has these holes in it, and this is so nice to pair with like jeans, or with leggings or anything like that, even with a pair of like nice grey tracksuit bottoms. This jacket pairs absolutely lovely with anything, and yeah, I just fell in love with this jacket the minute that I saw it. Now, most people will know this jacket as the viral Molly May jacket from Zara, but yeah, I just really wanted one, because like I said, in one of my previous hauls that I've recently started to get back into liking my leather jackets. I currently do have a black one which is sat on the chair behind me, but yeah, so I was very pleased with this purchase, and this purchase was £35, so I thought that was a great bargain. It had never been worn before. When it came, it still had the original tag on it, which was obviously from Zara, and it was £59.99. So I thought that I grabbed quite a good bargain with this, because I've seen so much of these jackets like on eBay and on Vinted, and most people are listing them for like £95 and things like that, which I think is a little steep, because I don't know, I don't really think that it is worth that much money. But yeah, apart from that, it was a great jacket and I came across a great bargain. And yeah, thank you to the lovely lady that sold me this. Yeah, so that is another thing from Vinted. So obviously, like I said, I will obviously list the little pink coin purse. I couldn't think what it was then. I'll list the coin purse in a photo on the screen. So obviously if you watch through the video, you'll be able to see the image on the screen. So finally, I'm going to show you guys one last thing that I bought from Vinted. But oh my word, I have been so obsessed with this brand for quite a while now, and I just really wanted to get my hands on one. So it is from Vinted, but if any of you know this brand, you will probably know that it is a very expensive brand. As much as I would absolutely love everything from their website, I would love to, you know, even one day be able to afford like one thing from their website. It would just be an absolute dream. Now, most of you will probably might not have heard of this brand, but oh, I just fell in love with everything of theirs the minute that I saw it. So I actually brought my first ever Hermes Twilly, and the feeling that I got when I brought my first ever one of these was like, wow. So yes, this is second hand because obviously we're all here for the bargains. You can buy so much of this brand from Vinted. Just honestly, if you buy like high-end brands like this, please just make sure that you check that it has the authenticity tag, that it is like embroidered like the original ones. And I can't even begin to describe like how excited I was about this purchase. So I brought a Twilly, which are just like little head pieces that you can put into your hair. Yeah, and I just fell in love with this the minute that I saw it. And yeah, so this is the Twilly that I brought, which has got the Hermes Paris on, and it is just in this like beautiful purple, like lilac colour, with loads of different detailing on it. As you can see, it is just beautiful, and yeah, I fell in love with this the minute that I saw it. Again, this was also from Vinted, and yeah, there are just no words to describe how happy I was when I purchased this, because I was looking on the website for these, and obviously looking at prices and different things like that, and I think for one of their Twillies it was £175, and obviously the price went up depending on different Twillies and different things like that. But yeah, I was just over the moon with this purchase. So it goes to show that even like anything high-end, you can always purchase second-hand from like Vinted or eBay, and there is absolutely no wrong in doing so. We're all here for the bargains, and yeah, it was just a great purchase, and I'm just so happy with it. You can always find really good bargains on Vinted, and yeah, so for that Twilly I think I paid £45 for it, which is a massive reduction compared to what you would pay online. But I just thought that it was incredible, and I absolutely fell in love with it the minute that I saw it. And yeah, I'm just very happy with my purchase. And yeah, obviously I know that most guys are probably in the same situation as me, whereas you don't really want to spend so much money on a particular item, or you can't afford to, which is exactly like me. I would never go out of my way to buy a designer brand straight from the store. I obviously go on Vinted and look for all of the great deals. So yeah, that is just everything that I purchased from Vinted. So obviously I wanted to show you guys you know, some of the bargains that you can pick up from Vinted, and that there is nothing wrong with buying secondhand, because most of my clothes that I wear are all secondhand. Most of the things that I have are all secondhand, but there is nothing wrong with that. And yeah, I absolutely love buying things secondhand because I feel like they hold a bit more value. But yeah, that is pretty much my video for today on the Vinted haul, and obviously buying my first ever Hermes purchase. But yeah, like I said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that it might be a little bit chatty, but this is what these videos are all about. And yeah, I enjoy sitting down and filming these videos for you guys, and it's so nice to see that you guys enjoy watching these type of videos too. And obviously I just want to say thank you again for all of the support that I gained from my charity shop haul video, which I'm going to sit down and film another video, another charity shop haul video after I film this one. So if you see me wearing the same top, I promise I filmed them on the same day. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to sit and watch my videos. I hope that you guys obviously really enjoy the videos. If you want to see any more Vinted hauls, then obviously please comment down below. And also don't forget to comment if you guys have had like a good or bad experience with Vinted. What are your like go-to favourite brands to search for on Vinted? And yeah, obviously don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, because I know that some people that watch my videos aren't yet subscribed. So please subscribe, because I would love to have you here on my channel with me. And yeah, obviously I hope that you guys have a lovely week, whatever you are doing, whether you are spending it with friends, spending it with family, if you are working or if you're not working. Yeah, I just hope that you all have a lovely week. And again, thank you so much for the support. It does not go unnoticed. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video, which is my charity shop haul video. So I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will see you soon. Bye.